from Montessori Academy. My name is Britta Moran, and I'm the Director of Enrollment here. While I wish I could welcome you to campus in person, this virtual tour will have to serve as the next best thing. Join me as we view our elementary and middle school classrooms, where we help all of our children reach their greatest potential. The Elementary 1 program at Bay Farm consists of 2 teachers with 20 children in both the Matakeesit and Patuxet classroom. These classrooms are multi-age and made up of 1st, 2nd, and 3rd graders. True to the Montessori philosophy, our older students act as role models for their younger classmates. Often described as positive peer pressure, our older students represent motivation for their younger peers. Reversely, the older students grow to be naturally patient, helpful, and empathetic as they help mentor. Our teachers guide the children through a rigorous curriculum, individually tailored to a child's needs and abilities, and often directly connected to their own interests. Each morning is made up of an uninterrupted 3-hour work cycle. During this time, students will explore practical life skills, math, language, cultural and social studies, and science. Teachers take full advantage of one-on-one or small group lessons to dig into all areas of the curriculum and to support each child exactly where they are. Bay Farm students do not memorize facts and figures. We encourage a focus on the hows, the whens, and the whys, ensuring that learning takes place on a deep and fundamental level. The learning materials in the classroom are presented in an organized and thoughtful way, easily accessible for each child. The materials are meant to solidify the foundations our 6 to 9-year-olds are developmentally craving. We continue to instill confidence and autonomy in our young elementary students so that they can explore their own interests while meeting age-appropriate, well-established standards. In 4th grade, our students progress downstairs to the Walden classroom, which has 2 or 3 teachers guiding our 4th, 5th, and 6th graders through what Maria Montessori called a calm phase of uniform growth. In Elementary 2, our students have an increased interest in exploring the world around them. The curriculum continues in rigor and acknowledges the children's desire to establish their own place in the world. Students exhibit emerging moral reasoning and a natural reflection on rules of society. We use the examples from their very own classroom, as well as real-world events and adventures to allow for deeply personal and memorable experiences. Elementary students study both broadly and deeply, covering many subjects not attempted in traditional schools. There is no limit to what the children can learn in the elementary classroom. We begin with a rigorous curriculum, but understand that the opportunities to expand into related content and delve more deeply into the given content is limitless. We encourage them to understand what kind of learner they are so that they can better organize and execute independently. Here's Kelly Collins, our Director of Education.
Hi, I'm Kelly. Welcome to Elementary 2. Each morning, Elementary 2 students are welcomed to a well-prepared environment. Each curricular area is well organized with materials that supplement the content that the students are learning in the lessons. We really emphasize external organization at this level because as the students get older, they're becoming more interested in social activities and they're becoming more internally disorganized. As a result, each morning, the daily schedule is put on a board where the students can understand what's going to happen throughout the day, and they are able to record each of their daily and long-term lessons. Within the 3-hour work cycle, students receive individually paced lessons in grammar, math, and reading. When they're not having lessons, they are working on their assignments in all of the other curricular areas. They have multiple activities from all areas of the English language arts, math, cultural assignments, and science assignments. When they are finished with the 3-hour work cycle, they all come together for a group science and cultural lesson. Each student reads 5 literature circle books every year, many of which are closely tied to the cultural curriculum, and all of the children have opportunities to read books that are specifically chosen to meet their reading needs. Math and grammar lessons are taught along a comprehensive curriculum along which a child moves according to their individual mastery. When they master one concept, they move on to the next, and we are able to meet them wherever they are along that curriculum. Science and cultural lessons are given on a rotating 3-year basis. We are able to adjust for individual needs by changing up the assignments and the requirements for each child. We want our students to be successful regardless of which school they attend beyond their Bay Farm years. We feel that the development of these study skills is imperative at this age. Though students don't receive grades on the report cards until middle school, we do give them graded exams so that they can have the experience of understanding the connection between preparation and performance, and also so that they can understand how much of the content that they have mastered.
Our newly renovated middle school and shop is home base for our 7th and 8th graders. It is no surprise that 12 to 14-year-olds are entering adolescence. This wonderful and sometimes turbulent phase of development is approached with careful consideration as our students are experiencing tremendous physical, emotional, and neurological growth. Our middle school is designed to prepare students to become contributing adult citizens who are self-confident and possess the skills needed to thrive in society. We give them the skills, both academically and socially, to live full, vital lives. The Bay Farm Middle School is rooted in hands-on, experiential learning.
Hey guys, this is Jenny Sabados from the shop. I'm the director of the shop here at Bay Farm Montessori Academy. And you'll see behind me the in-progress middle school. We are waiting with great anticipation to be indoors starting next week, hopefully. The floors are going in, all of the appliances are going in. We are so excited. Just a little bit about what we do here on campus and the experiential learning process that we are instilling in our curriculum, which is taking the design thinking curriculum and moving it into our curriculum. And that is a curriculum that creates solutions to problems. So we're teaching our students to be problem seekers and problem solvers and to approach any problem in life and in their world with excitement and courage and no fear of failure. So failure is our friend here because failure means that we're learning something and then we're pivoting and doing a plan B, plan C, all the way to plan Z and back to A. That is something that we feel like is exponentially important. We truly believe that this curriculum will provide our students with the tools that they need to be helpful citizens, to be heartfelt citizens, citizens that can solve problems for others and consider their audience, consider their neighbors, consider their peers when seeking out solutions. And we feel like that is something that has been lost in our education, and we're bringing it back in and with our hands and moving and creating that next layer of learning off the page and into our hands and putting that fundamental foundational learning into our hands so that they can actually create those solutions, whether it be digitally, manually, simple machines, complicated machines, robots, artistic installations, you name it, and it's going to happen right here in this shop as each and every student on this campus. And it's not only middle school, I'm also a specials teacher here, and we will be moving that into EL1 and EL2 and eventually Children's House, so that each and every age group can learn from a very young age how to use this design thinking method. And by the time they get to middle school, they already have that tool in their box and they can take it so much further than they had ever expected that they could or dreamed that they could. So we are super excited to have our students here and in our new building, and so excited to be on campus and in person. And I wish that I could be there with you, hopefully very soon.
The daily schedule in middle school allows for 2+ hours of uninterrupted work time in core curricular subjects. Math, language arts, history or humanities, and science lessons are the routine. In addition, students partake in specialized courses, service work, and field studies, such as the week-long internship and a semester at Duxbury Bay Maritime School. Both elementary and middle school visit specials following lunch and outdoor time. These specials include art, music, world language, agriculture, and without COVID as a concern, physical education and drama. As an arts integrated school, we weave what the students are learning in the classroom into specials as a way to expose them to interrelated topics that result in a broader, deeper knowledge. Due to COVID-19, we have made adjustments to how we monitor the health and well-being of our staff and our students alike. Daily health checks are required, and our full-time nurse is in consistent communication with local health officials. COVID has also had an impact on our ability to offer after-school enrichment activities. We are looking forward to being able to once again offer a variety of activities, including cross-country, flag football, theater, cooking, and so much more. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about Bay Farm and how we can help your child reach their full potential. As Maria Montessori herself said, the child should love everything he learns. Whatever is presented to him must be made beautiful and clear. Once this love has been kindled, all problems confronting the educator will disappear. Isn't your child worth a Bay Farm education?